Now, advantages of Babcock and Wilcox boiler. So, high rate of steam generation is one advantage, and the pressure of the steam is also high. 150 bar pressure steam can be produced in a Babcock and Wilcox boiler, and the production of steam is about 40,000 kg per hour. Babcock and Wilcox boiler occupies less space. That means it is compact. All parts are accessible for cleaning. That means cleaning, inspection and repairing work is easy in Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Boiler tubes can be easily replaced. If the tubes are damaged or need replacement, it can be replaced without affecting the other parts of the boiler. That is possible because the parts can be separated and transported easily. So transportation is easy and assembling is also easier. The overall efficiency is high for Babcock and Wilcox boiler because more heating surface is provided with the help of many tubes or multiple tubes, water tubes. The draught loss is less. The draught means the flow of air and discharge of the hot gases through the chimney. This process is natural draught process in case of a Babcock and Wilcox boiler, and the draught, there is no loss of draught. That means for the flow of the hot gases or flow of the air inside the furnace, a pressure difference has to be maintained, and this pressure loss during the flow is very less in Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Of course, there are some disadvantages. Higher cost of maintenance. So definitely it gives more efficiency, it produces more steam, it produces high pressure steam. So the cost of maintenance is more in Babcock and Wilcox boiler compared to Cochrane or simple vertical boiler. Pure water, or better to say demineralized water, is required as feed water. Otherwise, scale may be formed inside the tubes because the boiler is producing steam at very high rate. So, and the content of the tube is water, and water get evaporated very fast. So if there is any solid present in the water, those solids will be deposited in the pipes. So that is called scaling, and therefore the water should not contain any solid, or we can say the water has to be demineralized, and that is required in Babcock and Wilcox boiler. The cost of feed water is more in Babcock and Wilcox boiler. And if the scale is formed inside the tubes, it will cause overheating, and the overheating may lead to the bursting of the boiler. It may happen. Continuous feed water pumping is necessary, and constant monitoring of the water level must be ensured to avoid any damage. The rate of steam production is very high, so accordingly continuous supply of water is required. If the supply of feed water to the boiler is stopped even for a few minutes, that may cause drastic decrease in water level, and that is not good for Babcock and Wilcox boiler. The rate of steam production is very high in Babcock and Wilcox boiler. The water is converted to steam at very high rate. That means the water level will go down within few minutes. So continuous supply of feed water is required. So accordingly, the monitoring of the water level is also very essential, because if the water level goes down, and it may cause the melting of the boiler material, which is not safe. It may cause damage to the boiler. Now, some specifications of the boiler. Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Generally, the drum diameter ranges from 1.22 to 1.83 meter. Drum length is from 6.096 to 9.144 meter length and diameter. The size of the superheater tubes are 3.84 to 5.71 centimeter. The capacity of steam is up to maximum of 40,000 kg per hour. Size of the water tubes are 7.62 to 10.16 centimeter. The efficiency ranges from 60 to 80%. It was up to 70% in case of a Cochrane boiler, but in case of a Babcock boilers, it may go up to 80% efficiency. Working pressure of Babcock and Wilcox boiler is high pressure, and it may go up to 140 bar pressure. Now, the application or use of Babcock and Wilcox boiler, it is already mentioned. It is used for power plant for generation of electricity. Since it produces high pressure steam, it is extensively used for generation of electricity. Also, for process steam, the Babcock and Wilcox boiler can be used for industrial purpose, industrial process. So this is all about Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Thank you for watching.